It's been a few weeks, everybody. Sorry about that. Various things have come up, kept us away, but we are back. Episode 3, I think. The story thus far is that our two guests at the park have met up with two workers. They went to a haunted house after a ride crashed. They went to a haunted house. They got a blood demon high. And then went to the House of Mirrors to find some spare glass parts and pipes and things to manufacture a bong, because they couldn't sneak a bong into the park. Where strange mirror worlds and replicants and duplicates of things showed up, and they fought some animatronics and got quite badly injured in the process. This week, since Cascadia is not here, and Elliot being the most injured of them, is going to take a bit of a backseat. Not sure what's going to happen. But being injured, whether or not they sit out, we'll find out whatever the characters end up doing. But let's go around the table here and introduce everybody. Dratsum, let them know who you're playing.
My name is Dratsum. You heard him say it. Now I said it. We both said it. Boom! Now it's real. You can't get it out of your head. I'm playing Bill Thrill, veteran ride worker, and just all around fun middle-aged man.
The funnest.
That one's me. Wait, buttons. Age. I forgot which buttons do what. Age. Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Age, and I'm playing Age. Me. Age, also cemented in your minds forever, or not.
And Dion, who are you?
Well, I'm Dion, as you said, and I'm playing myself as well. Age and I decided to go to the wonderful world of Disneyland while I was in
Legally
California.
distinct.
Yeah, legally distinct Disneyland, TM. And we're celebrating her unemployment from only scams. So it's been rough, but I'm still dedicated to make sure my friend has an amazing time, whether it kills me or anything that gets in my way.
You're such a good friend.
I mean it. Anything.
I love it. Alrighty. So you guys have just deactivated some animatronics that had been stored in a storage space attached to the House of Mirrors that came alive after all of the mirrors shattered and a weird gelatinous monster that had been making images of Shuggy Rogers, who was looking for his Great Dane Spoopy Boo, I think, or something like that. I don't know. It's been like 3 weeks since we played that game, and I was making up names as we went along, and I do not remember them. But yeah, some of you guys have injuries. I believe Elliot has 2 injuries or 3 injuries. They're like pretty beat up. They're bleeding pretty bad. I'm gonna turn it over to you guys. What do you guys do?
H, you had a idea for the Elliot's
Yeah,
wounds.
I'm guessing Elliot's a little sleepy right now, and maybe won't mind. I've been wanting to turn this wolf head into a bong since I laid eyes upon. They can't say no right now. What do you guys think?
I say yes. I think this is a great idea, and I think Bill is down for the ride too. Bill is muted though.
I don't know. There's a lot of blood here, guys. I'm just saying, like we should probably do something before Elliot, before Eli, before this dear friend of mine dies. We don't
Well,
want.
all right, where's the nurse's office?
This is where I hold up the shitty
Then-
half pair of pants that I'm still holding and go to like tie off Elliot's bleeding arms.
Elliot's
Well-
like, no, septic shock. Please no.
Shh, you'll be fine. Shh,
Septic shock. Oh,
shh,
no.
shh, shh.
I see
I don't
pizza
want,
put shit
I don't
on
want
wounds all
poop
the
in my
time.
blood. I don't want poop in my blood.
So,
Well, yeah.
Arms.
Well, getting him over to the nurse. I mean, he's an employee of the park, so if we put him in a
Mm.
public area, somebody will take care of him.
Leave him in a public space bleeding.
all right. So, well, if we, okay. So we just have to
You gotta
take
know how
the
things work
entire
around here.
costume.
I mean, there is
So-
probably like a nurse's station, you know, a
Yeah.
first aid station.
But we have to take the entire costume because if Elliot's found out there with missing the head of the costume, that's gonna alert suspicion, and he could get in trouble, right? For like ruining the magic or whatever the heck they call it.
Yeah.
So let's just take the entire costume and like dump him on the doorstep of like,
Lovingly dump him.
yeah. For we'll come back.
Dump him with concern and care.
Yeah, we just want to go do something.
Hey man, I gotta tell
True.
you, like I said, you gotta know the way that things work around here, and it's totally great taking the nurse station's thing to do. However, I need to distance myself from this as much as possible. So, I got two options for you. Either you guys take him to the nurse's station, or we just put him on the bench and wait
like, put
for
it on.
one of the park security to find him because they'll take care of him right away.
All right. Well,
Elliot's
I guess
is
we
like, just put the
leave
head
Elliot on the
on me. It's
bench.
like I could crawl my way over there.
No, we need the head.
Yeah. What if we have Dratson take the head or Bill take the head? We go take Elliot to the
It's
nurse's
like, what
station.
if one of you? Wait, what if one of you put on the suit and then
H.
I can just crawl to the nurse's station?
H. Put the suit on.
It just immediately starts
yeah.
stripping Elliot.
You
What you
strip
wearing under
you
there,
strip
You got your
Elliot
actual-
and like it's middle of summer, it's fucking Florida, and it's a mascot suit, so this thing smells pretty bad because sweat and everything, but you also just see like just a rail thin like 16-year-old lanky knock-kneed kind of kid just like coming out of this thing, and like super not like muscular or toned, but just like very ripped because he's got like no water in his body right now, so like the skin's just like
All in the
clinging to the muscles, and like how actors looks like for superhero roles, they'll look super ripped if they get like dehydrated before like taking those like hero shots. He looks like that, but it's definitely not willing. Like it's not like he wanted this to happen. But, like cuts all over, bad injuries. You swap clothes with him. Is that what's going on? So he's wearing like shit-filled pants and stuff and trying to like make it to the nurse's station, so that you guys can keep the costume together.
Age, you may think that smells bad, but to me that smells like ambition and dreams.
It smells like teen spirit.
As someone that already smells bad, I'm fine with this. This is an upgrade.
All right. Yeah, hop into the swamp.
Yeah.
Something tells me the shotgun is gonna.
All right, so Age has this thing on. Age is also tiny and skinny, so I'm gonna like slide the pipe that I have into her like suit
Oh, perfect.
to hide it, but have it in case of emergencies if I gotta beat a motherfucker again. I'm not taking
You're gonna slide the
chances.
pipe into her suit in case you have to beat
Oh
her.
yeah, I slid that pipe real deep in that suit.
You sure you ain't worked here before, boy?
No, I've never been here before ever. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't prove
All
anything.
right. All right. You seem to know your way around a suit.
You
that's
can't
all I'm
prove
saying.
it.
Anyways, Age, we wanted to make that bong, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So,
Let's change the subject from me ever being here before, and yeah, let's go make a bong. Let's go get high. Come on, Bill.
So I'm assuming there's probably like some hoses and shit from these animatronics for the hydraulics and
Yeah.
whatnot. Little pieces and parts and whatnot.
Sure. You can collect the stuff that you need to like make a pipe, and just somebody give me a let's see here. I forget the stats. Is brains like a stat? Is it like what's the equivalent of intelligence? Somebody give me
Wise.
a yeah,
It's
a wise.
yeah, wise. Is that Bill? Are you the wise one?
I am not the wise one.
Yeah. That's me.
Do it.
All right.
I'm not wise. I make bad decisions.
That's a 10.
So yeah, that goes off without a hitch. Broken animatronics and stuff. There's like obviously, you know, the each like interior like attraction is gonna have like a maintenance room. So there's like screwdrivers and like hammers and whatever other wrenches, the various tools that you need to like, you know, put things together, and you can salvage enough parts to kind of fashion like a gas mask kind of pipe that like we were musing about before the stream started. You can do inside of the snout of this wolf mascot head.
All right. So we're going to take turns with this or what? Age, you going to. This thing should be working. It's should be pretty airtight around the side, you know.
All right, let's test it. Age is wearing it, and she's been wanting to do this from the get-go, so I think she should break it in. All right,
can
I'm
you
gonna.
Wait, just give me a second. Let me put the water jar on. Let me just screw the little water jar on.
All right. Ooh, so now it's like a bubbler. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's smart. You
All
need the
right.
cooling in the suit, so
Good job, Bill.
Yeah, it's gonna be like a fucking
ain't
fuck
no
you
hot
up
hits
AC.
tonight.
Man, I wish the carnies when I was here before were more like you. I mean, nothing. Here, I'll pack the bowl, Age. I pack it. All right, you need me to light it for you? It's a little hard to see in that mask, I think. All right. So let's go. All right.
Are you guys
I
still
light it for her.
inside of the shattered like?
Yeah, nobody's gonna like come
Okay.
like
Yeah.
in there yet. I don't think we have time, and it's better than smoking out in daylight. We'll get in trouble.
I'm just making sure. I didn't know if like maybe like a little kid would be like, "Oh, the werewolf's gonna do a fire breathing act," as you like hold a lighter up towards the mouth of this thing, or like.
Nah, we're hiding. Sneaky.
Nice. Okay.
So light that. How's that go, Age? How's that? You just see all the smoke flowing out of the mask of the
There's just
eyes, the ears, the bottom of the
seeping
head.
out of every crevice. Who's next? Who's next? It
Bill,
hits
you
hard.
go ahead next.
I go to hand you the head. It's really hard.
I'm okay. You go ahead.
All right. Me next then. I put the hat on. Light me up.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Yeah.
A's just packing a blowtorch.
I'm ready. There is parts all over this fucked up room.
We found one. It's fine.
So
Don't worry about it.
you guys get extra high, with the whole gas mask, hot box, and this mascot head.
Can't wait for Elliot to try this.
Yeah. Speaking of, you follow a like trail of blood back out after they you see like Elliot is like half like staggering, limping his way like towards a nurse's station, just like bloody feet.
I'll help
Having
him
to
the
like
rest of
walk
the
across the
way.
fucking broken glass and that's shattered in this fucking house of mirrors that you nearly like died in last episode.
I'll help
Oh,
him
he's
the
gonna be
rest
just
of the
fine.
way.
And Nancy's gonna patch him up real good, man. Nancy, she's good people. She's not gonna ask a lot of questions either. She never did with me.
I just drop him off. I'm like, yeah, he fell off the spaceship ride. He's fine, but here you go.
Yeah.
The nurse is like, he is very not fine. This
He's fine.
person is bleeding out of holes that shouldn't even be in the body. And even if
Yeah.
he was bleeding out of holes that should be in the body, that's still a cause for concern. I don't know why I worded it that way. Worded it that way because I'm so flustered for how fucked up your friend is right now.
Yeah, he's fine. I mean, can I have a couple of ibuprofen though? Because I got a little banged up too. And I just got like a little bit of pain going on, some bumps and bruises, but like some ibuprofen would be good right now. You got like
We
1,000
actually don't
milligrams.
have ibuprofen. All we have is
What?
Molly and Percocets.
Oh, I'll take a perk.
She like hands you like 5 pills.
I just take half of one. Like I don't need that much.
Can I have
Jesus,
some of that Molly?
I'm gonna pocket this for later though.
Just handing it out.
Yeah, it's the happiest place on earth. Where do you think the happiness comes from?
Yeah, absolutely.
That's valid. All
Absolutely.
right. Well, thank you so
Oh,
much.
man.
All right. Take care of my friend. I'll check on him before dinner. All right. Bye. Love you.
Yeah,
Have fun,
fistfuls. That's the
Elliot.
correct dose. Exactly. So yeah, you guys head out back into the park. There's still lots and lots of space to explore here. Where are you guys thinking of heading?
Well, I think I want to go watch the show at the Majestic Kingdom. Isn't there like a show or something, Bill?
Majestic Kingdom's got a show like what every half hour.
Oh,
It's
let's
on
go
the
watch
8s.
it. Is it
We
good?
got a show on the 8s. It's every 10 minutes. It's a different show, but if you stay in one location long enough, you'll see it every half hour.
All right. Cool.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's like medieval times meets. It's a small world after all. If you're familiar with that ride.
All right.
So,
Yeah. I've seen Shrek.
Yeah. No, who hasn't?
Yeah.
Yeah. They got some good robots there, but they're kind of. Yeah. Well, you'll see.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let's go there. That cool age.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, didn't we just come from there?
We can go back. We didn't see the show.
Okay, that's true.
Out of character.
Sorry, that
I've
hit
seen
was-
YouTube does Shrek, but I've never seen the actual movie.
We'll fix that.
Please don't. I don't want
No,
that memory ruined.
It's so good. It's so good.
I think YouTube does Shrek. It was basically the same thing. So.
Probably.
So yeah, you guys head over to the Majestic Kingdom area to try and catch a show. And as you guys get over there, they have you catch the tail end of like a grand melee They're basically, crowning like the Green Knight as the winner of the Grand Melee. This, guy, big, kind of like trash can, just like a cylinder kind of helmet, like a big poofy white feather on top, and he's got like a big two-handed sword. And they're crowning him like the winner of the melee. And after that, a jester comes out, does some juggling, some like pratfalls, maybe a little bit of miming as they're setting up for the next part of the show. You can see some costumed workers, in medieval garb, setting up a fence, kind of like in the middle of this big dirt area. Setting up this like long, like 60-foot long fence in the middle. And after a while, you see a bunch of people on horses and, with armor and shields and lances kind of trotting out into the field, and they announce that the next thing is going to be the jousting event. As this happens, there's also some like barkers in the audience, giving out snacks, turkey legs, popcorn. They're giving out root beer and like, medieval steins, stuff like that. Shaved ice is another thing that they're going to do as well.
Is it gluten-free?
The
Yeah.
the ice?
It's ice.
Yeah.
I was about
Well,
to ask
There's
that.
no,
It could-
there's no flour in the ice.
Well, it could
Yeah,
be
there's
in a
no
facility that also has gluten-based products.
No,
So-
actually, they
Oh,
shave the ice off of a piece of an iceberg that they had flown into the park.
Oh, okay. Gluten didn't exist in
Yeah.
the 1800s, so yeah, we can totally. Yeah, it's fine. All right.
In the little booth where they make it, they have an open bag of flour and a jar of peanuts without the lid on,
They all dust their hands for safety.
just to ruin people's lives.
It's the happiest place on earth. Ah, why is my body rejecting me?
Gluten-free, non-GMO, vegan shaved ice that only costs your soul. Exactly, Steam Steel Murder. Exactly.
Oh, good thing I don't have one. What?
So
Yeah.
I would say that as all this is unfolding, you guys might notice that Bill is becoming visibly sort of uncomfortable in the situation. And Bill says, "Man, I gotta tell you, fucking hate that Green Knight, dude."
Why?
You
What do
gotta-
you
you know,
do?
it's his name's Joseph. Joseph
Joseph.
Berryman. Joseph
Oh.
Berryman. He like, but when he comes to the park, he's like, "No, call me the Green Knight. I'm just the Green Knight. Don't call me Joe Berryman. Call me Green Knight. I'm
He's
just
one
Green
of
Knight." And
those. Okay.
yeah, he's one of those. And so there's like layers when you work in a park, right?
Mm.
You got like the talent, right? The actors, the
Mm.
actors, and like they run around in a Green Knight costume, but they think that they're in the big show, right? They think they're Hollywood. And then you got like the character performers, like Elliot, like walking around in costume, and they're kind of a little bit below that. And then you got like the ride workers like me. So we're kind of like bottom of the ladder pecking order, except for the people that did.
You know what?
The people
I got an
the
idea,
lowest.
Bill.
Yeah.
I think you need to joust that Green Knight and show him who's boss. And I know how
Aw.
you can do it without him knowing it's you. And I take the wolf hat off and I hand it to him. Like, you
Oh
just
man,
put
this is
on
gonna
the
be like
wolf
a Game of
suit.
Thrones thing.
And you put on the wolf suit, they'll never know it's you, and then you just beat the snot out of him in a jousting match. I mean, look at you. You're like how tall?
Stark.
Like you're like what? Like 6'2", 6'3"? Like
Last time
what?
I checked, it's
Yeah.
been a while.
Yeah, you're so funny. You're probably like super
You're
strong
funny.
though, so you could probably beat him up. I bet you could. You should go do it. I want
Man,
to
I don't
watch.
know. It's been
No,
a really long time since I jousted.
Bill, I believe in you. All right, we've smoked together. We fought some weird thing in a mirror room together. We survived a spaceship crash. All right, you can do
That's true.
this.
And think about it,
Yeah, I
you're a
mean,
night wolf.
Just put the costume on.
the Night Wolf. Oh yeah, I am the Night Tripper. Look at me, toe cutter.
Listen,
Here I am.
we'll even give you a fat bong rip before you go in there, just so you can like calm your nerves a little bit. All right, here,
All
here,
right,
put the
just
suit on. Put the suit on.
yeah, blow it in the ear of the mask for me though. I want it to come out of your lungs into my.
All right, we'll shotgun it. So
Age, no, I want both of you. All right, I've always had a dream. I want both of you to take a big fucking hit, and then I want one on both wolf ears blowing both simultaneously into my mask.
all right,
And then if you do that, I will kick this screen. I will
I
kick
am
the shit
so
out of
ready
this
for
screen.
this.
all
It
right.
has always been
Let's
a dream of mine to share ears with my best
yes,
friend.
same. I've always wanted to do this. We've planned this for
Oh
years,
my god.
honestly. You know, it
Oh
was
my god.
originally going to be an ASMR ear licking stream, but this is just as
This
good.
is this
I
is
never
So-
thought it would be in Majestic Kingdom, but I mean, in my wildest dreams, I never thought I'd be doing this for the first time in Majestic Kingdom. But here I am.
So we're gonna take him around back of a tent so nobody sees us ripping the bong, because I don't need anyone seeing that at the happiest place on earth. I don't need to argue with someone about the moral value of marijuana consumption. So we haul him around the tent. We do the thing. We Eiffel Tower the fuck out of him with bong smoke,
Oh man, that was
and
great.
Oh my
uh,
god.
I give him the good old
Eiffel
baseball ass
Tower.
swat, and I just like, get in there and go get that Green
Oh
Knight.
man, it smells
Show
a
him
little
who's
different on the
boss.
right and a little different on the left. Oh, that's great. It's a little different.
It's the onions.
Yeah,
Oh man.
and yeah, what an experience. All right, so I just walk out there and challenge. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I mean, what am I asking you for? I work at this park.
Big howl.
Yeah,
You gotta be a
Slap.
werewolf. You gotta do it in character,
Yeah.
so he can think he's like the
Yeah.
big hero fighting the werewolf, and you just kill him.
Yeah. No, well.
Here,
All
use
right,
this
yeah.
pipe. It's in the suit. The pipe's still in the suit. You got that as like your
Wow.
joust thing. Replace that with the jousting rod.
Oh my god. You just
And
have
just
this like
bean 'em.
lead pipe instead of like
I mean, I
a
don't.
wooden fucking lance
Yeah.
that's gonna shatter
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
give. You just like using a fucking metal. Fucking...
Yeah. What could possibly go
Hey,
wrong?
my man. Hey, my man. I mean, I don't like the Green Knight. He's kind of a dick, but I don't want to kill him today. Not today.
Not
Think of
today.
all the
I ju-
times
I tell you
Maybe
what.
he
maybe
looked
tomorrow, but
down
not
on you,
today.
though.
No, not today. Not in front of all these children.
All right,
There's
well, we
already
can
been
just
enough blood in the park today, man. We hit our quota.
fine. We can just give him a slice of humble pie then.
Yeah, no, I'd like to knock him on his ass and then me take the wolf mask off. Eyes fucking like quarters, dilated up like quarters, and I just look him right in the face and be like, "It was me."
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's all do it. But I guess
Alright.
I'll do it.
Yeah. So
We'll tell them your story.
I'm gonna slowly guide him, like pushing him from
So-
behind towards the Green Knight.
You well, he's gonna need a horse, right?
Yeah.
But luckily it's a pretty hot day, and since the shaved ice stand's like pretty, close by, they've one of the squires has actually, he's like feeling bad for the horse, and he's gotten an apple flavored shaved ice, and he's like feeding it to like one of the horses, while one of the other knights, while like the blue knight is off like taking a piss before the jousting thing starts.
To the 10-100.
So there's like a horse, for you to like
Bill
take
takes
if
the
you want.
horse. Yeah, no, this is serendipitous. This was meant to be Bill takes the horse.
So you hop up onto this horse. It's clad in like some blue barding, horse armor. It's got one of those like those like long blanket kind of things. It got like the square cut fringe at the bottom that like the horses wear and stuff like that. And you like ride it out onto the into like the arena, and there's like the black knight and the red knight. There's like a yellow knight and the green knight, and you come in right as well. And there's like what's another color? I don't know. A purple knight.
Pink.
Brown.
A pink knight. Yeah.
Brown
There you go.
Yes.
Because we need even numbers, right?
Age is the brown knight. Only in her
just
pants.
the brown knight. And you head out there, and the announcer guy is kind of like announcing everybody, and he like goes to announce the blue knight, but then a werewolf shows up on the back of a horse, and he's definitely kind of confused. He's like, and introducing the blue wolf.
Whoa! Go blue wolf!
We have a
Wolf
special feature for you today. It's deep from a new challenger from deep within the Enchanted Woods. Why are you not in the Enchanted Woods? Kind of like as you pass by. The Blue Wolf is here to challenge.
Blue wolf!
Well, I gotta tell all you fine people that I've been placed under a curse by a terrible witch, and she turned my head into the head of a wolf and told me that I gotta come and kill the Green Knight in order to get my human head back so that I can marry the king's daughter. So I am here. So if you love underdogs, you love doggies, then let's give a howl. Give a howl for old Bobo.
Bill almost says his name. I fucking love that. He's like, it's a challenge to the Green Knight. Well, as you well know, sir, the Green Knight just won the melee. He's really punching up, going for the big dogs today.
Green Knight shit.
So like, as a getting good showman would, it kind of like hypes it up. You're gonna be like the headline act. You like do the feud and everything. You get some time to like get the weight of like your metal fucking lance, and all that shit. As the other knights kind of go and like knock each other out of the running.
While this is happening, oh sorry.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No. While this is happening, I think Bill's gonna kind of hop off the horse for a minute and kind of give everything inspected. And there's a lance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bill's gonna take out a greasy rag that he keeps hanging out the back of his back pocket, and give that lance a good polish. And I'd like to make a bare necessity roll to improve the harm on the on that lance there.
Hell yeah! Go ahead and give us that roll. Oh, that'd be
Alright.
plus wise.
Yes, sir. That's 10.
Yeah, that works. So your lance will do 2 harm, instead of just 1. Unless is there something that
and
says?
then since I got a 10 plus on that roll, I get to choose an additional +1 to add. And I guess if I understand it, yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Because if it's the lance, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, that's
what
what
does shock
lances
do?
do, right?
Right, kind of, yeah. But what does shock do?
I actually don't know off the top of my head what.
I think it's like a minus to stuff.
I don't know. This PDF that I have isn't. Like,
Oh no.
searchable.
3 shocks gives you a trauma. and then it's similar to like getting hurt, but mentally. So it's like psychological, like sanity, I think is what it's supposed to be like.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Right.
No, I'll give it another harm then.
Okay, so yeah,
Ooh.
so three harms gives you an injury, 3 shock give you a trauma.
Got it. Yeah, so now it should be a lance plus 2. So
Yep, instead of a lance
it would be 3 instead of 1. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and you'll roll I guess wicked. It would be
Okay.
I think it's like break some femurs. Yeah, that's the move.
Is the Green Knight nearby?
The Green is like nearby you, or
Yeah.
nearby just in general. The Green Knight's
Nearby
kind of
in
like off in
general.
his own like little area, but he's like out on the field.
Can I go talk to him?
Yeah, you could like there's like bleachers kind of like in a U shape kind of around this area, and you could go over to the stands over near the Green Knight.
Alright, I'm gonna try and say a wonderful phrase to him.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll with sweet, and I'm gonna like lean over the fence looking
what
at
do you
him.
say to him?
I'm gonna say, I really like your armor. It looks really good. Can I have an autograph? You're just like so cool. And I got a 9. So that says for a 9, I hold 1. So they'll sign an autograph for me, which can help me later. When I get an autograph that way, I can hold 1 when I roll a 9. And then, yeah, and then I can spend that hold later for an effect.
Okay. So yeah, he says, what? Why, sure, citizen. What is your name?
My name is Dion, and I'm your biggest fan.
He writes it out to Dion. He spells it with an E instead of an I. And then signs it XOXOGK.
I take it. I'm like, thank you so much, and I immediately go off, and I spend that hold to negate 1 harm on myself. So I'm fully healed.
Nice, healing yourself up.
Yeah.
Actually, speaking of that, who has harm from last session other than Eli, who's
I did.
So Age has still 1 harm, and then Bill, did you get hurt at all during that fight? No,
I don't think so.
No, sir.
No.
All right, so we still have just 1 person with just 1 harm. Okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure I know kind of where we are on all of that. It as you guys it comes time for the main show here. The Green Knight's been called out, right? And he says, looks like I'll have to do what the huntsman wasn't able to. Time to make a rug out of this wolf. And the crowd starts cheering and everything.
And Bill just looks back at Dion and goes, see what I mean, man? He just kind of says that shit about everybody.
You just gotta play it up. You're the big bad wolf, dude. Like, you're the villain. You can't be defeated. Show him who's boss. Strike fear into him.
Boo, Green Knight, boo.
You gotta be tough,
Yeah.
Bill. Are you gonna be the most hardcore carny if you can't beat a Green Knight?
I mean,
you do worse
yeah,
every
I'm
day. You're fucking
No, I'm
Bill
Bill.
Thrill.
Yeah, dude. Fighting them robots last time, that was worse than this. I mean,
Yeah,
this is just,
you got
this. Is just a douchebag actor.
You got go get him.
a know-it-all, went to acting school and ended up here.
Yeah, fuck
Okay,
that
I got
guy.
this. I got this.
Yeah, yeah. Go get him. Fuck
And
that
one
guy.
more thing.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo.
Yeah, boo.
So,
yeah.
I go over to Age. I'm
see-
like, this is gonna be so fucking cool to see.
So you see like the Green Knight, he kind of like taunted you, and then he's kind of like conferring with like one of his squires, and you see that he's like handed something, and then he rides over to you before like this all goes down, and he says, "Would you like a bone, doggy?" And he has like a little like dog treat like, kind of like Scooby snack, like gingerbread cookie thing. And he like tosses it, aside, to like distract you or whatever. And while he's over there, he like kind of whispers to you. He's like, "All right, so you're gonna want to like aim just like a little bit to the side, because like you're the bad guy and I'm the good guy, and I'm supposed to win, and all this other stuff." He's like trying to like set up the match to like go his way, right?
All right. Well, we got to make him hate me a lot. So just go with this. All right.
he
And
nods,
then-
just like,
And then Bill says, "Hey, that's real funny. What's the matter, Joe? Hey, are you afraid anyone's going to find out that you ended up here because you got fired from the Green Forest Cafe?
Ooh,
That's why you're the Green Knight, right? Because
Ooh.
you used to be the guy that talked to the birds at the Rainforest Cafe, and then they fired you for not being good."
You see like the crowd like erupts into laughter, and he says well, we'll see if you're this funny when you're laying on the ground, wolf.
Before they joust, can I expose those who don't think?
Oh no! Don't do that.
I want to
All right.
I'm gonna
What does
gonna
that
like
do?
so when a character does something that I'm not happy about, aka he's being a jerk to my friend, I'm gonna insult
Mhm.
him, and then I roll wicked, and
Okay.
depending on what happens, we'll go from there. So roll
So
wicked.
what do you say?
I'm gonna say your mother was a hamster and your father smelled of elderberries. And I roll a 9, and on a 9, let's see. The character I insult is debilitatingly angry, and a PC gets a -1 forward. I'm gonna give the -1 forward to Bill because he's gonna fight him, so his anger's going on him.
Well, you would give it the
No.
-1 forward is he subtracts 1 from his rolls.
Yup. That's
So
just the result that happens though, and it has to be a PC. So I'm just like, okay,
Oh, damn. So
chaos.
you're at a -1, Dratsum.
Because he's angry now.
You're at a -1 now. Good God.
I was hoping for a 10, because then he'd take a shock.
So they get set up to do the joust. And one of the one of the jesters kind of like shouts over the crowd at you, Dion. He's like, "Hey man, that's my job." Like to kind of like make fun of people, and then I don't know, like the maiden in the bleachers like drops her hanky or however they signal the beginning of the joust. And that is we gotta do some rolls. I'll have you roll first there, Drats. Or I guess it doesn't matter because the way this works is 7 to 9s are mild successes, and 10s and up have other things.
So I'm gonna roll harm, right?
Yeah.
You roll.
Well, you roll.
I would roll. Sorry.
Break femurs.
Yeah.
And then
Wicked.
yeah, it'd be plus wicked and then -1, because I'm such a good helper.
Yeah.
I tried.
So that's -1. Okay.
You're a hugger, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a lover, not a fighter.
Oh, I got 11. I rolled 2 6s.
Well, that's a critical freaking hit right there.
Oh man,
Nice.
this is gonna hurt.
You're doing
So
3
on
harm
a,
instantly.
yeah, right. On a 10 plus, it says take. You can choose an extra effect. You can take +1 forward, which would negate the negative that you have. You can inflict.
I want to physically force them where I want them.
Okay, yeah. So you're gonna knock him off his horse?
I'm gonna knock him off his horse into the trough where all the fucking horses shit. That's not a thing. No, that's not a thing. Into the trough where they all drink water. So knock him off his horse, and then like he falls into like
Beautiful.
like classic
Yeah.
TV Western shit.
The
Yeah.
horse spittoon.
I like it. I like it.
If
So
there was only a trough full of horse shit, that doesn't exist though.
Yeah, if only you could train horses to shit in a like trough style urinal.
Seems like you're almost there. You just got to get them to walk in a line with the trough on between their legs, and then if you make the trough long enough, eventually they will shit in it.
Eventually.
Right. So yeah, you go in. You do take a bit. You know, you let's see here. What is it? What did I get? 7+, you inflict harm according to the rating of your weapon. And your enemy inflicts their harm's rating on you. Okay. So you each hit each other. So when it says on 10+, choose an extra effect, I'm assuming that is whatever happens on a 7+ happens, and then also something else happens. So you would take 2 harm. He would take 4 harm.
That kill?
You don't kill him. No, he gets an injury, like a lasting injury. I'm gonna say you dislocated his shoulder. And you also move him to where you want him, so he falls. You like hit him. So you're in the middle of the arena, right? The water trough thing isn't like right there for you to like immediately knock him in. But he dislocates his shoulder. He like rides off, and then eventually, as like the horse makes it to the end of the arena, he ends up just like in pain, like falls off and into the watering trough there. With some like other horses are like drinking water and stuff.
Awesome. What does the jester do?
The jester oh, perfect. Has he's like holding getting a good idea from like the squire from earlier. He had just like his hands, like his like double, like wrapping his arms around like 2 like boxes with like 6 snow cones each. You know, it's like kind of like the soda cup holder things that you get at like a fast food restaurant. It's like that. He's got like 12 of them, and he just like dumps it into the trough like all over the Green Knight and stuff, like covers this guy in like slushy. And like as we go to our halfway break here, in the crowd, a little bit away from where Age and Dion are sitting, a couple bleacher seats in front of you, and like over to the left a little bit, you see this kid who's been eating one of these slushy snow cone things start to like twitch a little bit. And as he's like spazzing out, he's like, I don't It's like a big tentacle thing like spills out of his mouth, and his body starts transforming into some grotesque, like freaking Cronenbergian monster horror
Sweet.
thing. And
What the actual fuck?
and with that, we'll find out what happens after we take a quick bathroom break. We'll be right back. And we're back.
Ah!
Welcome back, everybody, from the break.
Woo, woo.
Welcome back.
Bloop, bloop.
Just before we took our break, a kid exploded from the face with tentacles, and it's turning into a mutated Cronenbergian monster with tentacle mouths and eyes and orifices all over its deformed and mutilated body. And you see like another one, and then another one, and then another one. These things are starting to pop up all around this area, all around through the crowd. And almost immediately after like a second or two of them kind of just flailing around, from what you can only assume is them like trying to figure out how their bodies work, these tentacle things broiling masses of flesh and eyes and mouths all over the place start using their tentacles to wrap up other people, like humans that haven't like turned. They start like grappling these people and start dragging them towards the exit.
The exit? What the fuck? How are we supposed to get out of here then?
I don't know.
Bill. Bill? Give me
You're
my
up.
pipe. Give me my pipe.
What?
Your,
Wait,
my
wait.
pipe. My pipe's in your suit. Give me my pipe. And we gotta find a back way out of here. Can you lead the way?
Oh, you want to wait? Here?
Yeah,
Man,
not
I'm
the
Bill.
normal
I'm Bill Thrill,
exit.
the greatest dog-headed knight of all time. I got this. Just watch.
All right, give me the pipe first, though. I need to be able to beat the fuck out of
Bill-
something.
Bill charges
Oh fuck.
because Bill's still on the horse.
Yeah.
So he's gonna cavalry into like the tentacle monster children with his lance, a +3.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
Oh no.
All right. Give us a roll.
And he's got the like with the wolf head still on. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Get your monster tentacles out of them kids. You got tentacles out of holes that kids ain't supposed to have.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Not wrong.
He's not
And Bill,
wrong.
Bill, as he's galloping on the horse, is totally like got Iron Maiden playing in his head. Like the trooper.
I
Trooper going on.
simply am hearing Flight of the Valkyries in my head as I watch this go on.
My the thought in my head was run to the hill.
Blimps, blimps, boom.
So yeah, do a let's do a break some femurs here. So that's a roll plus wicked.
Do I still have the -1?
Yep, that is a -1 forward until the end of the scene, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, I thought the scene was the joust. Shit. Okay.
Dude, the scene is like the whole fucking event here.
All right.
The joust
Okay,
was just
then.
sort of like the intro to get to the scary part.
Fair.
It's still a success. You take another harm. As you deal harm
Oh shit!
to.
I'm sorry. How many harm did I take before? Did I take 2?
Yeah, you took 2 because you were both attacking each other. And the way it works is on a 7 or higher, you do harm to your opponent based on your weapon, and they do harm to you back based on whatever they have, if they can deal damage. So because his lance was a +1 harm, you took 1 from hitting him, but he also hit you and dealt 1 to you. But you also did double your damage back to him, which is why he dislocated his shoulder, and nothing like physical happened to you at that point. However, on this, you finally get 3 harm, so you are going to take an injury from this. And as you kind of like lance this creature and give it like a gaping wound with the lance, one of its tentacles lashes out and kind of like whips you, but you don't get like lacerated or cut from it. Instead, this thing is coated in a like very thick saliva that's very acidic, and you get like an acid burn like across like your like lower jaw and like neck area as it like whips out at you. Now, so
Okay, so
I was gonna say, so
Full face
Dratsum just
scar.
like galloped away on a horse. Are you guys following him like in sort of like the path he's like leaving behind?
Yeah, I'm gonna drag H along. Is there like a weapon? I mean, there's probably swords or something around here that I can grab, right?
Not nearby, but yeah, there's like
Are
a
we in
sort of
like
like
bleachers?
yeah, you're in some like wooden bleachers right now.
I'm sure that
Um,
from these tentacles, there's got to be like smashed shards of wood. Can I pick up like a
um,
shard for now?
no, they haven't been doing damage to the environment.
Okay.
They're just like
Okay.
morphing. They're just like fleshy blob creatures.
Alright.
With like
What happened to the pipe?
limbs sticking out.
It's in your costume. I told you to give it to me and you ran off on the horse.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm on a weed thing. My bad, dude.
No.
I know. I was like, it's no time to smoke dope right now, man. Oh my bad. Yeah. my
Alright,
bad.
Age, we gotta go get weapons.
There is
I'm
a tent, like a staging area for like the knights and stuff where they like keep their gear.
Yeah.
But you'd have to
let's
get
get in.
there.
Yeah, how far away?
It's on the other side of like the main kind of arena from where you guys
Okay.
are.
And the tentacles are just the civilians right now, right?
Yeah, there's like a half dozen of them kind of like
Alright.
popped up on your side, and just like some on the other side
So,
as well.
we're
As you
gonna
start
just
to
Is the Green
move,
Knight still in the trough?
he's
Mhm.
like he's like struggling to get out of it and stuff.
I'm just gonna like cut through
The
the
horses
arena.
are freaking out.
I'm gonna cut through the arena, like
Yeah,
literally just
okay.
drag Age, hop the
Yeah.
fence real quick, help each other over it, and like run through the arena to get to like a
Parkour,
weapon
parkour.
rack or something. Yeah, parkour!
Parkour.
So you're like going down the bleachers because you were a couple rows back because you had to find some seats. You see like a big like rotund gentleman in like black framed glasses, shaved sides of his head and kind of like his hair slicked back. He's like, oh man, I don't feel good. I probably shouldn't have eaten like 12 of those slushies. And then his like
Jeff, no!
his like stomach from like one like side of like his like love handles kind of like all the way around to the other side, kind of like unzips like a zipper, but instead of like zipper it's like teeth, and then like a big tongue comes out to like lash at you, Dion.
Is this the right reaction to that?
Oh
Because I fucking
no.
love that.
Alright,
I
so
love
he's
that.
lashing at me.
Giving you a
Yeah.
tongue lashing.
You don't
Alright.
have a weapon, so you can't deal damage back to him.
I have a fist.
You have a fist?
I have a fist. You know what? No, I got a better idea. I'm gonna kick him in the fucking dick.
Yeah.
Alright, so
About
you
time.
each take one
And I'm angry, so
harm.
he's taking an extra harm.
I don't think that's how that works.
Yeah, I have let it go. It's a move bonus. I get a +1 to harm whenever I fight angry. This
Fair enough.
motherfucker's stepping up to me. How dare
Fair
you? I'm
enough.
unarmed. I'm gonna kick you in the dick. You fucking weirdo.
So you
I
do,
can't.
so you do that as the mouth just like continues to open, and this guy's like body, like you hear snapping of bones and stuff as the mouth just like continues to open, and it just like folds back on himself and he like turns inside out, turning into one of these creatures.
I take 1 harm.
Yeah, you take 1 harm.
All right, cool.
As you guys get down the bleachers, and all these like creatures are like rising up around you, and as Dratsum, as you pull your lance out of this like fleshy creature, you can see like the horses are freaking out and stuff. You thought like maybe that was giving like the Green Knight like difficulty of getting out of this trough. You remember he was just covered in like a dozen cups of this stuff as he becomes one of these creatures. But not only is he one of these creatures, it like bends and deforms, but also incorporates the metal armor, the plate mail that he was wearing, and it becomes much bigger than the other ones. So there's like a daddy grotesque mutilated creature that's just covered in like plate armor pieces in like various spots, and is going to resist some of the incoming harm from your weapons.
Can I do an attack roll now? Because I only counterattacked before.
Yeah, if you want to attack before you keep like
Yeah.
running across, if you just want to like
Yeah.
keep punching this thing.
I'm gonna finish this thing off real quick. I'm gonna run around it, grab it by its head that's flopped down on the ground, and I'm gonna RKO this motherfucker. I'm just RKO and try and just, if I succeed, I want to just like for flavor, I just snap them completely in half because I'm angry.
Green Knight, you're going to it, or
No, the monster that
the other.
attacked me.
Yeah, so she's
That's
trying
a 12.
Okay, yeah.
I negate all harm on myself for my bonus, and I'm just snapping this thing like a wishbone.
Yeah. So you do you do impart like 1 injury to this. I'm gonna say since you you described like attacking the head, you kind of like break his glasses and like smash his face in and stuff. And he just like gurgles out like, "Oh, my glasses!" But you negate the harm, incoming harm, to you. Yeah. What are let's go over to Age. We haven't heard from Age in a little bit. What are you doing as boss like metal monster thing? There's like about a dozen of these other creatures just like scattered around this place.
Well, I was with Dion. Well, Dion was ripping this guy in half. What else is around us right here?
This thing's still technically alive. It's just injured. You could run and grab weapons if you wanted.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Can I run for that staging shack or whatever for weapons?
Yeah. Let's say that is you trying to be bold and daring. So this will be a roll plus brave, in order to kind of weave your way in and out through the dangers, and make it over to grab some weapons.
So I have a +1, and I don't know how to do the dice stuff well.
Hey, you did it. It's perfectly fine.
Cool. So
that's a 10.
Yep, that is a 10. So on a 10, you keep calm and do what you need to do. You like weave in and out, bobbing, ducking, weaving, and you get over to the sort of the green tent, as we will call it. Not the Green Knight's tent, but like the green room tent, where like all of like the knights and stuff get ready for the event. I'll give you a quick lay of the land. There's a few tables full of items. You've got various swords, maces, axes, flails, whatever kind of medieval kind of weaponry you want, shields. There's also a couple pieces of armor as well. There, if you wanted to slap on
Is there
some
anything like
armor.
a crate on wheels, like a wheelbarrow, anything that I could just dump a bunch of shit in and drag with me? Cause
Um, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's like stables and stuff around. I'm sure there's probably a wheelbarrow nearby.
if I can grab a wheelbarrow, throw in bits of armor for all of us that I can grab right there, like whatever's helmets, especially. um,
Yeah. Let
Couple
me
helmets would be cool. Couple melee weapons, couple range weapons,
yeah. Let me.
shield. Give me everything.
I'll roll a. Let's see. I'll roll a d6 here, and we'll see how much you can grab. So you can get 4 things. You pick out four things. Um, you can also stay and like keep collecting more stuff, but like if you're just doing like a dashing, like a grab and dash kind of thing, you could just like grab like 4 things. You can make those like pieces of armor, like helmets and chest things, or if you wanted to grab like a couple of swords, and then like also some armor for you, like just tell me like 4 medieval like D and
Okay.
D pieces of equipment that you would grab.
Let's get a chest. Let's get a helm for armor here, and then how about a sword and a shield?
All right, cool. Are you gonna put all of those on for yourself,
I'm
or are you just gonna throw them in the wheelbarrow
I'm
and
gonna
take them?
I'm gonna hold the chest, throw the helm on because that seems like it'd be quick and easy kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then grab the other 2 things as well, and just dash back out to get back to Dion.
Cool. So we'll have you in a little bit here make another be bold to like run back through
Okay.
the chaos. But I want to see like Dratsum, you're still on the horse. You just pulled your lance out of this creature. It's on the ground. It's still like alive. It's just been gored once, right? So it has 1 injury. What are you doing at this point? You also can see fairly close by to where you are, maybe 20 feet away from you is this armored creature.
Oh wow. And so how many? So we got 1 gourd tentacle boy.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a boy that I lance
Sure.
and gourd? Was it a
It
child
doesn't
human
really
boy?
have a gender.
Did it before it turned into tentacle, or did it not have a gender before it turned into tentacle monster either?
You know what?
I just want to know if when it came into the park, was this a child boy
Yes.
or a child girl?
It was a teenage boy. This particular
Teenage
one.
boy. Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
basically what you guys have been seeing is that the people who were eating the shaved ice are now turning into these monsters. It's not just kids.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
anybody who ate the shaved ice.
Sure. Totally get you. And there were other shaved ice eating humans
Patrons.
that have turning
Yeah.
into tentacle monsters
Yeah.
that are hurting other non-tentacle monster humans
Yeah, you're
in
not
the
sure if they're
near
like
vicinity.
hurting them, but they are grabbing them and like trying to they're like kind of shuffling off towards the exit as if they're like trying to kidnap these people and like take them somewhere.
Wow. Uh, yeah, okay. I gotta go for another one. I like feels very much like he needs to protect these other humans that are being dragged off against their will.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if there's something clever I could do, but I'm not coming up with anything. What the exit is this? Is this an indoor facility? This was like a
No, it's like an
indoor
open
arena kind of thing.
air kind of place, but the bleachers are kind of like in a U shape around like the open kind of dirt pit where they do the melee and the jousting and stuff. So like to get out, you could like climb over the bleachers and like jump down, like 15-20 feet.
Yeah.
Because they're like, stands for like lots of people to sit in. There you could maybe climb the stands and like get into like the royal box, where like the fake king and like royalties kind of sit. There's probably like
Yeah.
stairs that lead off somewhere, out that way. Otherwise, like the
Yeah,
main
Jack and
in
Jill.
and out is sort of just like there's like some freestanding walls with like an archway and a gate kind of thing at the like open part of where the U is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
The
like
portcullis. The
yeah,
portcullis that goes up and down.
yeah. There's like
Controlled by a control panel, like just inside the ride operator area and the.
yeah, kind of like
Perhaps.
right next to the gate is like one of those multi like striped tents, with like a guy that like takes like gives you a ticket or whatever, to
Right.
get in and stuff. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah, yeah.
also,
Dan
like,
Wilson. Dan Wilson runs this. So this is his shift today.
Mhm.
Bill's gonna yell into the tent. Dan, it's Bill. It's Bill. Oh, sorry. Dan, Bill, it's Bill inside. He takes off his. Dan, close the portcullis. You got to keep these wild creatures in. No telling where they're gonna take them. There's been strange shit going on in the park today. You got to close the portcullis.
He looks pretty scared. Do you have a move that would maybe persuade him to
How far away is that tent, by the way? I mean, I could go in there and do it myself. That's an option. I might be better than that. Than would sweet be like the thing that I would roll to like?
Yeah, you can roll
Convince
sweet. I
somebody?
didn't know if you had like I know like Dion has like that like has like a persuasive thing. I didn't know if you had something. But if you just want to like get in there, you could do a bold and daring to like dash through the dangers and run over there.
Nope. It would be better for Bill to roll 0 than to roll -1 to Brave. So yeah, he'll just
Yeah, because you're not like really
He-
close to the end.
I gotta be
Just,
honest,
like,
the
get in.
watermark is covering the name of the roll. But I can see when you want to
Oh,
charm,
yeah.
persuade, manipulate somebody. So I don't know what it is.
You just roll plus sweet.
Okay, so I'm just gonna roll plus sweet.
Yeah.
That's what we're gonna do. Okay, cool.
And then
Oh yeah, that one's like charm a heart into believing.
yeah.
Ooh,
And that's a straight
Oh.
roll. You don't add anything to that.
NPC is
No.
offended or enraged and will react accordingly, and you get +1 experience if they decide not to do what you ask. So you'll get experience.
Yeah, you definitely get one experience point. I think that's the first experience that we have dealt in this campaign so far. You get one experience point. Which I'll just remind you guys that once you get up to 5 experience points, you can do a bunch of different things, but one of them is you can unlock another move. So if you remember back at when we first started, I told you you have like guest moves, right? If you're a guest, or you have worker moves if you're a worker. And I told you to choose one of those as like the one that you have. So when you like level up, you could unlock another one of those moves, or various other things. You can add +1 to like one of your main stats and like 2. But you only have one. You need 5. just wanted to throw that out there because first experience that we've gotten during the show. But yeah, he's you can't really see into the tent either. You don't even know if he's still in there. But if he is, he's cowering in fear and not listening to you. So you
Alright.
do get one experience because they decided
Okay.
not to do what you
Perfect.
As you say that though, the monster kind of at your feet is going to grab just like a passerby and start heading off. But the Green Knight monster is actually going to turn and look at you, Dratsum. And it's gonna come over and
Me.
yeah. You fucking you were all like up in his shit and you called him out and
Yeah, it was the Rainforest Cafe thing. I know.
yeah,
That was the moment. That was
he
the
comes
moment.
over and he's going to deal damage to you. You're going to deal damage back to him. But yeah, he doesn't have shoulder anymore. He's not a human anymore. So he's cleared off for his like wounds and stuff. But he's going to deal 2 acid damage to you. He's a bigger, more dangerous guy. Does that give you like I think that's you just took 1 injury, right? So your
Yep.
harm is blanked out. So that's 2 harm. So you don't take another injury yet. But you also deal what 3 back to him with your lance.
That's right. I deal 3 back to him with my lance.
So yeah, you gore him, so he gets gored. Other creatures kind of again just grabbing people, taking them towards the exit. One of them actually makes it through the gate and it's got like 2 people. It's like leaving this area. We'll flash back to Dion real quick. What are you doing?
So this thing's still alive? It's just gurgling?
Yeah, like you crushed
Alright.
its like the remnants of its human head, but it
Mhm.
doesn't seem like that is what it like it doesn't seem to affect it in the way that like crushing a human's head would affect a human.
Okay, so I'm gonna give him the people's elbow. Because it's still on the ground. So I'm just going at it while I'm waiting for Age. I'm like, Age, hurry up!
I mean, yeah, it's parts of it are on the ground. It's like a
Yeah.
weird writhing mass of flesh and like
So I got an
limbs and
8.
mouths and
So I do 2 harm. And how much do I get? 1?
Yeah, you're gonna get one.
Oof. Yeah, it gave me only 1 before, unless it's different.
I was trying to think of if there was something else to do, but no, that just happened. So yeah, you take
Okay.
take 1. But it is going to actually roll stout against you here on its turn.
Okay.
And that is a 10.
Oh.
It grabs you and wraps you
Okay.
up in
Oh.
some of its weird fleshy kind of
Mm.
nodules that's on its body.
Mm.
And starts kind of shuffling off towards the exit with you grappled.
Age, help! I'm being kidnapped. I need an adult, an adultier adult. I want to be with Age.
Speaking of
running.
Age, you have collected some armor and like a sword and a shield.
Yep.
Do you want to? You still have this wheelbarrow that's mostly empty. It just has like a piece of chest armor in it. Do you want to grab more stuff and then try and go over to Dion, or are you just gonna try and run over to
No, I'm
Dion?
just gonna grab what I have in my hands, the
Okay,
sword, shield, and chest, and dash to Dion, who I now see is being
cool.
carried off.
So each piece of armor will protect you with a -1 harm to incoming damage. So the shield, the helm, and the chest plate, and the sword is a plus 1 sword. So that would it'll be better probably cutting at these things.
Yeah.
Than just your hands.
Yeah, I want to run up to the one that's got Dion, kind of like as I'm approaching it, like drop the shield, drop the chest piece, and hack at the tentacle that's got him with the sword.
Cool. So yeah, roll break some femurs.
So that's gonna be plus what?
Wicked.
Roll plus.
So that's +0. I got an 8.
All right. You do some damage. You give this thing another wound. You cut off one of the tentacles. You free Dion. You do take
Yay.
one.
Nothing. She takes nothing. She has a
Oh, because
helmet
she's
on.
wearing the helmet.
Yeah,
true.
buddy.
So you
That's
don't
my
take
HE
anything from this
dickus.
guy.
Yes.
Queen.
And
My trash queen.
I
As
think
this happens, I just scream,
yeah,
Superhero landing.
as more people get shuffled out, like a couple more make it out the exit. You just freed Dion. We're like winding down on time here, and Dratsum's facing off against the big bad armored one. I think that is where we're going to call it for this episode.
We can finish it.
And
We can
leave it on a
finish it.
cliffhanger.
No, we
We're
can
gonna leave
finish
it on a
it. I
cliffhanger.
swear to God.
We're gonna leave it on a cliffhanger for this week, and we'll just go around the old table yet again and let them know where they can find you and what you do when you're not here on this show. And Dratsum.
Oh, hey, no, it's me, Dratsum. Folsom just said my name, and I just said it again. That makes it in your dreams. You're gonna
Deja
dream about
vu.
me. That's
Oh.
amazing.
Oh.
No, it's amazing. No, get ready for this. No, I have a stream here on Twitch on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we play weird shit. I'm working my way to be the connoisseur of all things weird, the ultimate expert on all things weird. So that's what I'm trying to do. It's a lot of old retro horror games, and then also we like to call 1-900 numbers sometime.
Sometimes we
As
play
somebody
Bible
who's an
games.
as somebody who's an avid fan of Dratsum streams, 10 out of 10 would recommend to any and all friends. Maybe not family. It'd be hard to explain, but friends for sure.
Thank you, Dion. That was very sweet of you.
I'm a fan.
I
I'm a
tell
fan of you.
everybody about Dratsum. Edge,
guys
what do
stop
you
it.
do when you're not here?
Things that I can't tell you about.
And
Not
I help.
playing with blowtorch. No. I just hang out. Just yeah, that's about it. Thanks.
Fair enough. And Dion, what do you do when you're not around?
Well, when I'm not here and when I'm not getting into trouble with age, you can find me on my channel at Twitch TV Substances Used, where I play retro JRPG games, amongst other things, when I have time. And throughout Twitch, you can find me on a whole bunch of channels playing D&D, like Steam Steel Murder, Featherfall, Tabletop. Here on Folsham Arts channel, and maybe once in a while I might be in other places. Who knows? It's a mystery.
sometimes on my stream as well, playing Dead by Daylight with us and
Yeah.
fucking killing all of us because you're so fucking good.
I only play killer once in a while, but when I do, I get a lot of pent-up anger out.
You murder all your friends, you bastard. It's great.
And last and totally least is me. Guys, it is officially October. Continuing on, is it a tradition if you've only tried it twice? I don't know.
It is
calling
now.
it a tradition. Last year, I did a comic, which you can get for free on my website right there. Is a fantasy noir. First time I ever did a full issue of a comic within a month. This year, I'm extending the challenge. Instead of trying to do a 22-page comic within 31 days, I'm trying to do an 84-page comic within 61 days, October and November. I finished up page 16 or 17 earlier today. We're averaging roughly 2 pages a day right now. But I've been streaming every day this month so far as well. So if you want to hang out while I draw the largest comic I have ever worked on, you can find me at various points in the day. I just kind of stream when I'm working, whenever I'm working. Sometimes I'll wake up early in the morning and stream in the morning. Sometimes it's in the afternoon, sometimes it's in the evening. But you know where to find me. If you want to read that comic before anybody else, you can sign up to my Patreon at the $5 or $10 tiers. Once this thing is done, I'm going to release the whole graphic novel all in one go at the $10 tier, all 84 pages. And then I'll also be releasing it in a roughly 20-page increments, rounded off to the nearest scene. One issue a month for the $5 tier on Patreon, and that money goes to helping me do things like buy RPG books that we then use here on the show. So if you want to support the channel, go over to the Patreon. I'll let you in on a little inside baseball here. The $3 tier on Patreon gives me about as much money, actually a little bit more money, than a $5 tier subscription here on Twitch. So you can save $2 and I get the same amount of money if you just go over to Patreon. Plus you get comics and short stories and a bunch of cool stuff. As soon as they release the follower emotes for everybody, I'm going to put all my emotes for follower emotes and not subscriber emotes. There's literally no reason to subscribe here on this channel anymore. Much better for all of us to go over to Patreon and support me there. But that is it for us. Let us go find someone to raid, maybe? Is there anybody on?
Ooh, the raid.
Let's see.
You know who we haven't raided in a bit? Is Thick Loot.
Goat versus fish? Oh.
I was
Thick
gonna
Loot.
say that, but I would feel obligated to stick around.
Yeah, I want to watch Thick Loot.
Because he would talk about the stickers that I drew for him and all that stuff. But Thick Loot has been on the show before. He's played in D&D games here on the channel. So we're going to go hang out over there. Oh, wait, cancel. He has an underscore in his name. When did that happen? I could have sworn
What's wrong with underscoring your name?
No,
I
it's
got
just
3.
that I just thought it was one word, Thick Loot. I didn't realize there was an underscore. Like I said, it's been a while since we've rated him. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Like I said, I'll be streaming tomorrow, doing comic book work, and every other day. And next week we'll be back. Hopefully Eli will be back next week. Dratsum will be on vacation next week, so we'll still be down one player. Hoping we can do every weekend here in October and get some more regular TTRPG action back on the channel. Have a great night, everybody. I'll see you tomorrow
Bye.
and or next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.